Okay, kids, so for our first perspective project, now that we've finished the packets, we're going to be drawing a city, but it's going to be bird's eye view. In other words, kind of from above. So what you want to do here is you're going to need a pencil. You're going to need three sizes of black cardboard squares and rectangles. There. And you're going to need a strip of this cardstock. And what you want to do is kind of just guess where the middle of the paper is going up and down. Just guess. Get it nice and straight. Line it up at the top as perfectly as possible. And you're going to lightly trace down on both sides. And then you're going to do the same thing going across your paper. Now mine's not perfectly in the middle, but that's okay. Okay, so see if I can get my camera to focus on what's going on down here. There we go. Now, the next thing you're going to do is decide which shape you want to start with. So I'm just going to randomly grab a shape. And I'm going to start in this area right here. Now, what I need you to know is this is now our road in our city. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I need to start building the buildings on all four sides. So I'm going to start in this block right here. We can see it. And right in the middle of our roads is going to be our dot, our vanishing point. So you can put a little dot there. Don't make it too dark because you probably want to erase it. And you're going to take your cardboard and you're going to put it away from the street, kind of like so. Okay? Don't put it up there. Don't put it over here. And just in this region. Even if you use the big square, it would be like right there. Okay? And you're going to carefully trace it, making sure it's nice and straight, lined up with the street, like that. And then you can actually use this strip of cardboard as a ruler. And you are going to connect your rectangle or square to the vanishing point super, super lightly. Because you know that you're going to have to erase parts of this. Now I have three corners of that rectangle that can go to that dot. And already, if you look at this, you can see, again, I'm drawing super light, so it's hard to see on the camera. But it's the same thing we've kind of been doing, all right? But you can see already it kind of looks like this building that's exploding up towards you in the sky. So once you get your first one done, you're going to erase your guidelines, those are the lines that go to the dot, until you get to where the edge of the street is, like that. Okay? Now, our next building in that block, it's going to kind of overlap the one we already did. Now, you could go with the same shape. You could go with the smaller one or the bigger one. But what we want to do is have this shape sitting over this one. Okay, it can be anywhere over, but it must be away from the edge of the street. So you could put it like this if you wanted. You guys are welcome to use the same shapes as me, or you can kind of choose your own sizes. So now I've got this square here, and by overlapping, it makes it look like it's going to be a shorter building. So we get different heights. So now I'm going to check my corners. Okay, I know that that one can get connected to the dot. Super, super light, because I know I'm going to erase half of it. So get a line there. You can Barely see it, but it is there. Going to that dot right down there. Okay. Zoom out a bit. Okay. So then I can't do anything with the corner that we can't see. All right. So I want to do the corner right here, and I'm just going to gently draw. Notice how I have it lined up at the dot right here? Okay, that's important. I'm going to draw until I bonk into something. Oh, I can stop right there. So now I know that my building ends at the edge of the road here, and it disappears behind this one. Get rid of the guidelines that you no longer need, and you have your second building. Okay, now if you want to darken your lines, you can, but you must use the piece of cardboard. All right. Now, lastly, actually not lastly, we have maybe two more in this block that we can do. You want to take another shape, and you can put it anywhere along here, and then making sure that it overlaps the other building. I'm going to trace the part like that. Then I'm going to check my vanishing point lines. I can use the edge of the paper where this line meets as my example. So I drew that line right there all the way to the dot. And look, I got this other corner right here that I can do as well. And then I can't see that line because it would go through the shape, and that line's hidden behind another building. So now I just got to get rid of what I don't want anymore, which is these extra lines going to the vanishing point, like that. All right, so I'm ready for my last building on this block, and I think I'm going to go with this shape, all right? And I'm going to get it up from the edge of the road, and I'm going to draw it slightly overlapping one of the others, like that. And now, again, I'm going to use where the edge of the paper is and that line. And it looks like those are the only two lines that can go to the dot. Everything else is hidden. So then I just get rid of what I don't need. And that block is finished. So what I would like you to do is go ahead and do what I did in this block. The exact same way. Please. Pause video and go ahead and get that stage done.